We've always learned about urban sprawl in other cities, and recently I kind of felt like, why would we learn about urban sprawl in other cities? Because Troy is a great example of sprawl.
So this year so far we've been learning about sprawl and what effects it's had on our life. Like earlier in our unit we were learning about urban sprawl in Atlanta and how bad pollution and stuff like that was.
Students got to look at real properties in Troy and real lots that are actually vacant today. Some of them see them on a daily basis. Some of these pieces of land are actually literally in their own backyard. And when we talked about some environmental issues, I had kids that would say, hey, you know what, we actually have more animals living under our deck now because they've lost this space there. So really making those real connections to their actual lives.
So Brian reached out to the city and they were really excited to join us. The planning director himself decided he wanted to come out and spend a whole day with our classes.
There were some great ideas. There were some ideas that had a lot of merit, but also maybe some challenges, and I thought it was beneficial to the student to learn that there are challenges. Not everything is a slam dunk.
Mr. Salvador brought in some maps to show us the locations of some places that we could add some businesses.
We actually start looking at parcels around our area that are vacant, and they come up with a business idea. And then we let them actually pitch that to the city, and the city planning director gave them feedback, and that was really awesome. The task is going to be that you're going to work with your group, you're going to pick out a business, you're going to pick out a parcel, and ultimately you're going to start making a proposal.
Basically right now what we're doing is we're finding like which company would we like to add to Troy, and which piece of land that we want to do it on.
We want them to know that we want them, not just we as older people running our city, but our kids in our schools. They're real customers now, and they're real customers in 20 years.
It's the next step. It vets these projects more. It gives them more exposure to people in the real world. And I think that's one of the things I think is really cool about that global studies class is that relationship with the real world.
They literally added this because you guys said you wanted it. Is it probably coming 1,000 miles to Troy?
No.
Probably not. Is it possible? Yes. Yeah, so we might as well ask.